the college application journey. And if you have any other questions or want more information regarding application, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pravalika, for informing us about college admissions and more specifically explaining what both the coalition and the Common App is, and also the college essay process.
Next, we'll have Niharika and Sanskriti, who are both active members within the GATS tutoring program. They will talk about GPA and percentile.
Hello, everyone. My name is Niharika Reddy, and I'm a sophomore at Alliance Academy, and I'm a mentor at the GATS tutoring program, and I'm a part of the information session committee.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sanskriti Joshi, and I'm a sophomore at Alliance Academy, and I volunteer as a mentor in the GATS program and am part of the PR committee.
Today, we'll be talking about high school transcripts as well as percentile. The first few things that we'll go over in high school transcripts are student information, GPA, attendance, and courses per school.
We're also going to be talking about standardized testing, credit summary, comments, and frequently asked questions.
The first section will be student information. The contents of this section include your student number, your birthday, your state ID, diploma type, diploma date, grade, and gender. As you can see, this student doesn't have a diploma type or a diploma date written in, and that's because this student is in 10th grade and has not graduated yet. But when you do, this spot will be filled up by your high school counselors, and you do not need to worry about this.
So the GPA summary in this section, you're going to see your cumulative GPA, which is your weighted score, meaning that it's also going to include your AP scores, your class rank, and your percentile. So your class rank is basically the rank that you are going to be on amongst your peers. And your percentile is basically just the percent form of where you stand. So this person has an 81.82 percentile, meaning that they're in the top 19% in their class.
The next section will be attendance. And in this section, it will just say how many school days were in each year, how many days you were absent, and how many days you were tardy for each school that you went to. There's not much a student can do for this section, and you should just let your high school counselor worry about this.
Okay, so courses per school. In this section, you're going to see all the courses that you've taken that give you a high school credit. And all of these courses are just going to be from any class, any grade that you've taken it in. So this person has taken a course from Foresight's Virtual. They've taken courses throughout middle school and in high school. And basically, this section is just going to have the course name, the grade that you got, and the credit you're going to receive for that specific course.
The next section will be standardized testing. And in this section, you will see tests that are given by the state, and all the list of the exams that you have taken. Mostly these will be EOCs, like this student, and it will just tell them your score and your day, and a little note for the college applications, and you don't have to worry about that.
Okay, credit summary. So in order to graduate high school, you need to have a certain amount of credits. And in Georgia, we need to have at least 23 credits to graduate. And all of these credits are going to be made up from the classes that you take. And basically, in world language, CTAE, which is your career pathway classes, fine arts, and electives, you're going to need at least 7 credits. For math, you're going to need 4 credits, social sciences, 4 credits, science, 3 credits, English, 4, and health and physical education, 1 credit. And all of these credits are just going to make up to 23. Now, by the end of the year, by the end of the time you graduate high school, you're going to have more than 23, and that is totally fine. But the minimum amount you need is at just 23.
Another thing to note is that Alliance Academy doesn't have fine arts, and that's completely fine. Just make sure you get your credits from world language, CTAE, and your elective courses. The next section will be comments. And this section just explains what a letter version of a grade is for your school. This will vary from school to school, and it's not a big deal. And just you don't have to do anything for this section. So just also let your high school counselor worry about this section as well.
Okay, frequently asked questions. What do colleges look for on a college transcript? Colleges will mainly look at your GPA, which is going to be your weighted and unweighted scores, your courses that you've taken throughout high school, and the credits that you received for these courses.
So what do colleges like to see on your transcript? They like to see that you have a high GPA, a good class rank, and a good percentile to show that you're a rigorous student and that you stand out.
If I've attended multiple schools, do I need a transcript for each school? So most of the time, your past school is going to move all the information onto your current transcript. However, if they haven't done it, then you can always send in both the transcripts to your college.
Can colleges see whether I dropped a course? So most high schools have a period of time where you can drop a course. It's usually the first month of the school. And if you drop a course during that time, then colleges will not see it and it will be erased from your academic history. However, if you drop the course after that time period, colleges will be able to see that and it will raise a little suspicion. So try not to do that and make sure that you have a good reason for why you're dropping the class.
Why is my AP exam score not listed on my transcript? So in order to graduate high school, you do not need to take the AP exam, which is why your scores that you've gotten for the AP exam is not going to be listed on your transcript. So when you're applying for colleges and stuff, you're going to have to send in your transcript and your AP exam separately.
Next, we'll be talking about percentile. We'll have the overview of percentile and some frequently asked questions for percentile.
Okay, the overview of percentile. Percentile is basically just the level that you're being compared on based amongst your fellow peers. And it's dependent on how well you're doing in your courses and just your overall GPA. And so if you want to have a good percentile, you want to make sure that you have high grades and you're doing good in all your classes. Now, if you don't have a good percentile, it's not the end of the world. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get into a good college. It just means that you're going to have to prove that you're a good candidate for that specific college through other ways.
Here are some frequently asked questions about percentile. So how does percentile affect you? With this, colleges can see how you're standing out from your peers and how much work you're putting in, like how much rigor do you have and how much you're actually invested in your education.
How does percentile affect college applications? Like I said before, a better percentile is just going to make you stick out more during the college to the college admission team. So you just want to have a good percentile for that.
What is considered a good percentile? Usually being in the top 25% of your class looks good for you and colleges like to see that.
And where can you find your percentile? So you can find your percentile on your transcript in the GPA summary section, or you can always ask your teachers and your counselors about it if you have any more questions.